Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. A very quick one. I have messages incoming which feel quite time sensitive, so I'm going to plow in. It will be a quick video and there may be a follow-up. So I had a very clear, kind of time sensitive, get on this now message over the last 5 days. And it's about free thinking, independent thought, expression, free from the need to accommodate, alter, comply, conform, fit, modify, defend, justify, revise, shape, suit, or tailor. So this is bringing the individual into the collective. Aquarius, okay. And I get the word sharp contrast here, sharp contrast to who people thought you were. You can bring more of yourself into Aquarius, but dare you? That's this message, okay. Expression free from the need to make others comfortable or get yourself the big likes, okay. So we will be facing the remnants of empath narcissism, shattered boundaries, children of abusive parents, tend to take on too much responsibility for other people's feelings, and they end up as hardcore empaths that are unable to feel the edge of where they are and where the other is. And so it can become this horribly confusing, conflated field of emotion. So, and in that, they might go to help like they used to help the parent, and in that help, nothing good is going to happen. Okay, they'll get the big like, the validation, the accommodation, all of that, but we've got to change that. You don't got to do anything, but it feels imperative that we really challenge these deep-seated programs of compliance that sit within us. Pluto's already doing its work. Some of you may already be feeling that. So this is a dynamic time of pushing and pulling influences. And here I'm going to drop a few questions into your field, and if they're useful, use them. I found myself last week, more so than ever recently, asking people the same question or a variation of the same question, which is, but who are you? Who do you want to be in the world? Okay, so questions. Who are you? And what is your core essence? What part of you never changes, is incorruptible, and forms the lesser or greater part of your foundational frequency? And if you really tune in deeply, what is the word or phrase that best describes you? This is a listening exercise, not a thinking exercise. Again, one of the other big movements is to start to dissolve the intellect that wants to know everything. The answers are within, and the part of you that you might be wanting to reveal may be hidden. Not knowing yourself is how you'll get pulled in many different directions right now, none of which are going to serve your soul's growth. Okay. Are you looking for answers outside of you still? Do others define you with their labels or ideals or projections? And how do you act on your own volition, free from the adaptation to please others? Okay, so that's like the first semester of Pluto season for me. That's what's coming in. And I'm only going to do 2 cards, and then I'm going to nip off because I have a full day of clients. And we have responding, not reacting. Coming in on that 9 energy, and the 9 I'll come back to that. The only control we have is in how we respond to the hand we are dealt. There's many ways to see the same fish. Okay. Do we let it flap in our hand? Or do we drop it into the water? Into the emotions and see what happens in that wave? When we respond, we're coming from a deeper truth in ourselves. A response is careful. Response doesn't seek to please. A response tunes into the body and allows the body to respond or to communicate with the mind and the voice. A reaction tends to come from what we already know, tends to come from the past. Reaction can also be gut instinct when you're genuinely under threat, but generally, fear response tends to get triggered when there is no real threat. Okay, so we're speaking to trauma and hypervigilance. 9 wants to dissolve the experience. I was working with the 8-9 energy this morning, the 18-9 energy this morning. And it's like the 8 is like all proud of its achievement. Okay. Kind of dressed in success, the success of expansion and ambition in the old Capricornian age. So this 8 is going, ooh, look at me. And the 9 comes in and wants to shroud that. And the 9's coming in like mycelium. There is a very old video on YouTube of how mycelium can totally digest tarmac. So a wet pile of tarmac is placed and mushrooms are given to it. And over time, the mushrooms can completely dissolve. So the 9 wants to dissolve the experience of the 8, but the experience of the 8 might not want to let go because they are defined in their 8. They are defined as successful, ambitious, nice, kind, all the good things. Because when I come back to asking people that question, but who are you really? It's not the soul that gives me the answer. I'm generalizing. It's the ego. So the ego gives me all the fluffy words. It's like a personal ad, would love to meet. It's so much more, but it's deeper. You got to dig. Okay. And the word that your body will give you might have an effect on you that you wouldn't expect. And the word that you're given might actually be very big shoes. There's the challenge. Step out of small shoes, step out of a small pond. So, responding, not reacting. When you respond, you come from your truth and you do it with courage. Underlying energy is about distorted desire. Who am I? Who am I? Oh, I'm a lovely person because I have a distorted desire to be liked by you. Okay, that's narcissism. Like me, define me. That's all going to go, God. Oh, here we go with the underlying story. Right, let's finish this one off. So distorted desires coming in on that 15. It's I love it. I love it. So the devil's coming in, going, the devil you win, the devil you lose. If you make a decision that pleases that, if you make a decision to please, the devil is saying, make your own decision. But what do? Make your own decision. What if I get it wrong? Get it wrong. What if I get it right? How often do we ask that question? What if I get it right? And what if it changes me radically? Conscious desire rarely satisfies the unconscious need driving it. Oh, read that again. Conscious desire rarely satisfies the unconscious need driving it. This is the dissolving of the ego, intellect, cleverness, just likiness, narcissistness, neediness. Aquarius just will not tolerate any of that namby-pamby energy, especially not with Pluto in it. Get brave and bold. Step up. Okay. Underlying. Voice. Okay. The only control we have is how we respond to the hand we are dealt. Is anybody resisting attunement to a new voice that they don't quite bring? Broken dreams in reverse. It's over. I'm not even going to linger on that card. Weeping wound, it's over. I'm not even going to linger on that card. You can stay there. And the consequences are it will take way more energy to stay in the wounding than it will to break through into that. I renamed 2024 as Crazy 8 Ball. This is Crazy 8 Ball energy. And this 8 energy, it wants to grow. It wants to see what it's made of. Radical curiosity. Radical curiosity will transcend that whole right, wrong, good, bad paradigm that stops limitless creativity, that stops the expansion. The 8 will make it happen. There's so much earth energy coming through. It's going to manifest. You know, I had a conversation with a fellow mystic the other day about it's going to manifest, and sometimes it's just going to push into your field and upset and disrupt, lots of disruption energy, and also speaks to instant manifestation, instant karma. And as telepathy grows on the planet, our inner training is to watch every thought, and where those thoughts are coming from. Are they coming from a pre-programmed subconscious that knows conflict better than it knows love? Or can we rewire? Can we rewire our emotional body so that it sparks and fizzles and creates the rainbow it's designed to create, but it's muddy. It's muddy from aeons of war and trauma. If you can do no more than work in the liminal space, and see if you can get your energy body to look like that. And what that will do is it will trigger what's in the way of it, show you what needs to be done. So I sense with this first semester of Pluto in Aquarius, and we've got Mercury moving in, so the first conjunction is going to be with the deep mind. And Pluto will just flick something at you from the deep mind. And how you respond to it or how you react to it will be entirely up to you. That's it. I think that's it. I'm going to love you and leave you there. And yeah, I'll be back with you all again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.